Very good evening. It's Vikram Sareen here. Uh, we're going to look at the part 2 of Bridge Dashboard. So in the earlier one, we had gone through the dashboard descriptions where we talked about the operator as well as the password policy, and also looked at the user records, how to manually upload it via file or using automation via a scheduler, which is the FTP pull. And then we looked at the resetting the password and the database credentials. So in this particular session, we are going to look at the user groups. Firstly, we're going to explain what is user group, then what is the transaction per day and transaction transaction amount per day, or total amount, and then also transaction value for each transaction that the user can do. So that can be set at the group level as well as at the user level. So we look into that one, and then we'll go into the user management, which will also tell us how we can search the user using CIF, account number, and other things. And then also we will look at how the second factor authentication associated for the user and other aspects of the user as such. And then lastly, we'll just quickly look at the inventory report from the bridge, and also the audit trails for the user. Yeah. So let's get started. Okay. I'm already logged into the bridge dashboard, and we are going to look at the user group first. So as you would see over here, as soon as you click, you can get the list of all the user groups that are present. Now what you see over here is that the different group names. Then from the manage part, you can actually say active, inactive, or active, suspended. Suspended means they cannot be used. However, one thing you have to remember is that the group can only get suspended if there are no users. So meaning, if I try to suspend this particular group which has got 7 users, it will say that it has failed. Yeah, for the simple reason it is the default group, and also it has got the what do you call it, more than one user in the system. So let's try to change that. Yeah, and then try to suspend it, and then you will see the different error. Yeah, because there are users that are associated, so that's the reason. So that means because it has got 7 users, so it will not allow. Yeah. Now the other thing which I want to explain is the transaction limit that is pertaining to the per transaction and also per day. So meaning, for each group you can actually assign the total value, that means total amount that a person can transact for. So let's say for a user you say let's say in this case is 20,000, and each transaction can only have the limit of 500. Yeah. So the default currency is US dollar, and that's what is cuts across the whole system. Yeah. So now you would see that I have changed it, and it's 500, and it's 20,000 a day. Yeah. So edit group, you can change it as we have just gone through, and if the you want to remove it, then you can remove the particular group. Yeah. So this was on the user groups. Now I'm going to the user. So user will belong to a group. Okay, right now I'll do a quick search based on the user ID or the username. Yeah, okay, and something similar I can also do it with CIF number, which is for the unique identification. So again, the same result. That means I have the 2 users. Now one thing we would like to state over here is that a single CIF number can have different accounts. So meaning that you can have a single account, CIF number, and then you can have a saving account or a joint account or a salary account, and all these accounts can come over here, which are linked up. So over here this is the single account, and this is a joint account. Yeah. And then the other side is the user account number, which in this case is the same, and then the phone number and the name and the email ID can be different for the user. And when you want to say active and inactive, active is the user who's already done a transaction, who's already enrolled with the system, and inactive user is the one which has not done the enrollment from when they come online. So meaning that yeah, so meaning that you once the user, this particular user Sumit, does a transaction and it gets the OTP and verifies the OTP successfully, executes a transaction, then the user will become active. Yeah, or otherwise I can come over here and mark as active also, which is one way. That means by a operator doing it. Or the other way is when the user does the real-time enrollment, when they actually do the payment. Yeah. Again, you can edit the details of the user. And now this is quite interesting, because when we talk about editing details, there are certain things which you can edit and certain things you cannot. So email, mobile number and the name is editable. In Bridge, what we have done is that there are two facilities. One is that your operator can do it from the dashboard. Other is that there are web services available that can be called from the core system to actually update these same values. So that means if there's any update in the core system, then you automatically that system can call the Bridge web service for updating it. Yeah. So obviously status is inactive, as I shared. Then the account number, the CIF number, the card is not present over here, or mobile banking is not present here. Now I'm going to the transaction limit. Now if you remember, in the user group we had the limit of what a user is allowed to do, because the user belongs to that group. Now in this case, for a specific user, if you say that we want to have the flexibility where I want to allow this user, or I want to restrict this user to to a different setting or to a different value. So you can come over here and you can say that, okay, transaction amount per day for this particular user, I only want to give 5,000, not 20,000. And then per transaction, I just want to give $10, or let's say $50. So then when I can update it, it will get updated for this particular user, not for the whole group, only for this user. So this is a very interesting feature, because this can allow you to handle a specific requirement of a user in terms of their a personalized request of how much transaction they can do and they cannot do. Yeah. Then the next one is you can pull the audit trail. So this user is not active, so we won't get to see any transactions, but let's go through the the basically the audits of when it was created and other things, and the change I've just made now. Yeah, so as you would see that the user has edited, which is what I did just now, from TPD, which is the transactions per day, and transaction for this thing. So that is being audited just now for this user. Yeah. Now going to the other part, which is the strong authentication. XPAY platform by default enforces usage of one-time password. This essentially ensures that we are using high grade of security and no transaction can be compromised. Now the user can have three options of tokens that are available in conjunction with XM Protect, which is the multi-factor authentication platform. So you can either use out-of-band token, which is basically your SMS, email, or your USSD, other kind of out-of-band token, clientless tokens, or you could use a mobile token, software token. That provision is also provided from here. And then the third one is if you have the hardware token. Hardware token, you cannot assign it from here. It has to be done from the multi-factor system, which is XM Protect. And over there you can assign the token and then activate it, and then after that the person can actually start using it. Yeah. So software token, you can actually manage it from here. So that means if I want to register the user, you can come over here, request them to send registration code, and then get it done. Or if they already are using it, let's say it's already been pre-enabled with them for the internet banking, the same thing, they can use it over here. And then the last one is I would say the out-of-band token. Bridge by default assigns SMS token to each user. So which again gives you the baseline security of somebody having SMS based or email based out-of-band one-time password token assigned to them. So if you see for this particular user, even though it is inactive, the out-of-band token is already assigned. Yeah. So that kind of tells you that by default you will get an SMS token assigned to you, or email token assigned to you, to make sure that there is no transaction that can be fraudulent or faked or cheated with. Yeah. So that was detailed explanation of how our the user management works. Now we'll take on the user inventory reports. Yeah. So I'm coming to the inventory reports. Again, I'm picking up the CIF number. I can search from there. Yes, I get to see that this particular CIF number, there are two accounts which we also saw earlier. They are being registered. Yeah, and all the same details are available. Next thing is, let's say if you want to search based on name. So let's say if I pick up something with the same name, yeah, I search. Again, I get the two list. Yeah, so let me try to do for Yogesh. I'm not sure if he has it. Yeah, the user doesn't exist. Poonam. Yeah. Okay, let's see if this user exists. Yeah, okay, fantastic. So we have a user named Poonam with these details which are already present in its active user. Now, something very similar you can pick up based on the phone number. Oops, okay. Sorry, I picked up name, that's my bad. It should have been phone number. Yeah, okay. As you could see, that is picked up the right record. Yeah. Now, there's an option called all. Uh, all essentially means in different ways, that the user that had come and registered itself or activated itself through the online self-registration part. Now, can you give me the URL for the purchase where I can go to the transaction? Yeah. Okay, sorry, my colleague is going to help me out to show you what I mean. So now basically, let's say I want to know how many users since December till today have actually kind of come through online, yeah, registration. So that's the total number of users is 7. Yeah. So if you see over here, this is active user, so that's why you're seeing it here. Then you have Pasna, Poonam, Mayuri, and all these different other users have also come on board, and they have come. Okay, these people have not activated themselves yet, but they have come and created it. So meaning that the users who were being created from core banking to bridge through web service call, and then they have gone through the registration process. So these are the guys that we will be listed over here. Yeah. So I'm just clicking on the purchase, just showing you the experience. So I'm coming over here and I'm buying something. Can you give me the ID also that I should look at? Or I have a save one, right, Sumit? CIF number. Okay. So this one?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. I come over here. Now, this is what I was saying, that click here to register. Yeah. So if the user is coming from this particular workflow, it's saying account number. One second. No, we have to. No. Sorry. Can you give me the account number? Sorry, I can search using the name. Yeah, so let's pick up. No, I want account number, right? So that's something which a user should know. And then I will put the mobile number and the date of birth. One second. 1988, yeah, month, January. Sorry, I think better I type it out. 19880101. Yeah. So that's the. So these are the credentials. Now I'm coming here and I'm saying register. So this is the flow that we are talking about. Yeah. So obviously user has to validate himself. The user gets the OTP from the default system, that is the SMS default security that is being given, and you would see over here is that okay, I got the message. 68088. Yeah, okay. I will say verify. Oops, sorry, I think I entered wrongly. Oh, sorry, 334446. Okay, verify. Yeah, so this will automatically taken me, that means I'm registered. Now I come over here, I pick up proceed, then I put my CIF number, which I am gonna get it from here, so user should remember it. I come over here, yeah, get my details. Yep, it's already there. Then I get to choose which account I want to use for, so I'm saying US dollar, and then I say proceed, and then I get the OTP, and I have got a new one-time password. So over here, if you see, you get to see the transaction, what you're doing, and also how much time you have. Okay, so I've got the new OTP, 729738. Yeah, verify. Perfect. So that's the transaction I've already done, and now I will be redirected back to the merchant page. So I've already got success over here and done that. Now let's quickly come and check in context of this user. So now actually we don't need to go to user, we can just go here, right, to the user. I'm picking up over here, and now the user should be active. Yeah, see, as you would see, the user is active. Now I go to the user inventory report. I pick up user, search by, okay, let's go with all. Okay, I just pick up 3 days. Yeah, search. Perfect. Yes, exactly. So Sumit just got activated, and he is a good user in the system now. So this was user inventory reports, and I'm going to the last one. Again, very similar to what we have explained earlier in XPAY Manager and all. So I'm coming up, picking up, specific to date and time. I think I'm pulling a bit too much of data. So I'm coming over here, then I can come and pick up for all. Yeah. As a search, it will give me the complete audit reports. Yeah. So if you see, Bridge is quite self-sufficient when it comes to user management, user group management, in terms of how you want to upload your user, handle your users, and things like that. And then over here, if you see, we have the nice report that is being generated. So I can look at the lot one. Yeah, this was the successful transaction that was done just now. Yeah. So then the login was successful and everything. So these are all the logs that gets generated over here. So the Poonam was activated, created, so you can come and see everything. Yeah. So yeah, that's about it actually. So what we have looked in this part 2 of Bridge is we have looked at the user groups management, especially the transaction amount, how you can move the users, then also the gone to the user management, where you can look at the second factor, the token that is assigned, the audit trail of that, and then also the user details and the change in the user details and things, and then also ability to set the user specific transaction amount and daily amount. So that's a very good flexibility which is being provided by Bridge. And then lastly, the reports in terms of how users registered online or through the dashboard, or and all the audit reports that are being pulled from the system. So thank you so much. And if you have any queries, please do drop us an email, and I really appreciate your time. Thanks from Vikram as well as Sumit for going through the demos of Bridge as well as XPay. Yeah, thanks, Satang.